So maybe you want to end on talking about your recovery from the workouts that you had with kettlebells, and also how did the breath holding make you feel throughout the day? I would talk about your energy level. Could you share that with us before we go to the Q&A?
Yeah, I'll do my best. So it's not just kettlebells, it's kind of like everything. But I mentioned kettlebells specifically because I know that you've worked out with kettlebells too. I'm sure a lot of people on the call have. It's very taxing on your cardiovascular system. It's very taxing on your musculoskeletal system. So I keep my heart rate monitor with me, and I use that as my data point. So I don't really worry about heart rate zones and stuff like that. I just look to see how I feel and where my heart rate is. And what I've noticed is my heart rate, my beats per minute can get higher and higher, yet my feeling of overwhelm is lower and lower, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So whereas maybe 151 beats per minute, I would have to stop, gasp for air, and then take 3 minutes to recover. Now I can push, I don't even like to say push, but now I can work comfortably 160 beats per minute and nudge my way to 170 beats per minute and not really feel overwhelmed. Slow down, put the kettlebell down, wait about a minute, and I just watch my heart rate drop 170, 150, 140, and then I'm ready to go again in about another minute. So is that answering your question about the kettlebell stuff?
Yeah, it makes complete sense, because you're broadening the scope. Your heart rate can get higher and you can work at a higher load because you're oxygenizing your cells better. You're breathing more optimally. You're using the full range of your diaphragm. You have more flexibility in your chest, and you're getting more nutrients and oxygen delivered to every single cell because your blood flow is optimized with your breathing. So it's all balanced. It also goes the other way. You can lower your heart rate more, I would guess, because you get that control and a deeper sense of relaxation. Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm working on now. I'm just experimenting. I'm trying to find a happy medium where I can really just take control of my breath, calm down, and then proceed. Like less of a panic throughout the workout, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And just ending here, Brian, I really appreciate you jumping on this call. There are so many great questions, so I'll get to a few of those, as many as I can. But how have you felt the shift of energy? I would just say your everyday energy level shifting from, let's say, a month ago till today.
For sure, much more. It's hard to explain, but like peaceful, energized. Not peaceful, lazy, and not energized. 5 cups of coffee, crazy, but just like a calm energy. I hope that makes sense. It seems paradoxical, but just calm energy is the best way I can describe it.
Yeah. No, I'll take your word for it. So that's good. I appreciate you jumping on this call, and it's so wonderful to have a dedicated students that set goals and actually follow them. I wouldn't say to the T. That's up to people how they want to follow along. But as we discussed a bit earlier, the minimum I require, I think you should do it is 5 minutes, and that will make a change after just a few days. Even though it seems ridiculous that 5 minutes a day of breathing and changing your mindset and trying to enter the state of flow and being engaged and doing some activity that makes sense to your life. It seems strange it could change, so quickly, but, people should give it a try out there, and maybe, 4 or 5 days or 1 week and actually see and feel, more importantly, how the mind and the body is reacting and how you're sleeping better, falling asleep faster, and as you mentioned, recovering faster. But that's not just from workouts and kettlebell lifting. That's also from illness and from mental challenges. Correct. And from maybe stress and working into PTSD and those more heavy aspects of the mind, right? So when you can recover faster and have more resilience to stress, of course, all around, you're much better set for success and for more happiness in your life, which is basically what we're talking about today, combining both flow, positive psychology, and breath work. Yeah.
Absolutely.